up? I'm Jesse Vargas with Urban Nest Realty. Today we are at a future home site being built by Lennar. This is the Luca in the Inspirada Town Center area. But it's not just these RV garages that you're going to want to know about. This is one of the only single-family homes that are being built in this area of Inspirada right now. There's so much information though going on around the neighborhood that you need to be aware of if you're interested in these homes. Take for example this wall behind me. If you're building in here and buying a home, you're gonna wanna know what's going on potentially behind that wall and in your surrounding area. So I've got plenty of information to help you make an informed decision. I don't think we're finding exercise bikes or cookbooks today. I think what's really cool about this street that just went up behind is there's gonna be a way to come in to the Inspirada Community and then jet off, come right in here, so you don't have to access everything that's gonna be going on here as far as the resort, the town center, because it's probably gonna be kind of a hustle and bustle area. You'll probably be able to avoid all of that and get into your neighborhood here, kind of this back way. So the Luca's kind of split up from what we can tell so far into two subdivisions, Luca 1 and Luca 2. It's got a different mix of single-story, two-story homes. Single-story from just over 2,000 square feet all the way to a two-story home that's over 3,400 square feet. And you'll see there's options here. This one's got 3-car garage. There's an option for one of the floor plans to have an RV garage, and even the next gen product that they have where you have a separate entrance for bedroom, living space, and kitchenette for somebody that's living down there. That's really nice features to have and a good assortment of product for people to choose from too. When we come back and take a look at the model homes once they're finished, you're really gonna be able to see some of those distinct characteristic changes between them all. Tentatively looking at price ranges right now from the low 600s to right about the low to mid 700,000s, and keep in mind those are starting prices, like at the base price, so there will be some add-ons to that, such as lot premiums, and if there's any upgrades to the home or finishes that you choose that are additional to what comes with the base price of the home. One of the major reasons we come out here as a home site is just getting started. Model homes aren't even ready. We see a lot of construction going on. Is early on in the process is when you're gonna get the best price on purchasing one of these brand new homes. So think of it this way, they're starting off with a base price here. As homes start to sell, they start to increase the price. So by the end of this whole neighborhood being built out, at the very end, the person's gonna be paying a little bit more than the person that got in at the very beginning. So when we get out here this earlier, taking a look, we're giving you the best chance to get the best price of living in this neighborhood. So currently there isn't very much single family homes being built in this area. We'll talk about kind of why that is next, but for the meantime, what you need to know is that there's basically KB Homes that's building single family homes right now. You also have TriPoint, which is over at Vela. We did a video of those model homes recently, and then this will be the third builder that has single family homes that are being built brand new here in Inspirada. The reason that is basically right now, there's a lot of focus where previously, building out the master plan of Inspirada. Now all the focus is starting to turn towards the Inspirada Town Center area. You may have seen that there's a big resort that's going to be built by Station Casinos, and that's kind of be the centerpiece of this Inspirada Town Center area. But a lot of the living that's going to go on around that, think of kind of more of a downtown area. You're going to start seeing a lot more multifamily. So that's why right now there's a lot of townhomes being built. You'll see, luxury townhomes being built by Toll Brothers here. We've got some really great ones also being built by Lennar and TriPoint Homes as well. Definitely check out our videos on those if it seems interesting to you as far as a different product than single family homes. But that's kind of where we are in the building process right now. You can see this is one of the RV garages that's being built out. I mean, if you come in, you can see just how high vaulted these ceilings are, so you could fit that RV. The other thing you could do with this is turn it into a 4-car garage. So you can easily fit 4 cars in this garage, or you can do like an RV and probably a car or 2 on the side of that. As we're touring, keep in mind, I'm seeing this all for the first time just like you guys are, but I'm able to pick up on some of the things I'm seeing as we're walking through. And one of the main things that's standing out to me is how many slabs they already have down, and they're framing on so many houses already. So it doesn't look like they're waiting to build these out until somebody's gonna come and give them a deposit. It's really turning into a situation where they probably know that these are gonna be going quick. There's only 105 homes that I saw on the lots layout for this entire neighborhood. So they're probably anticipating these going quick. They're just gonna start building them and turning them out as quickly as possible for the buyers to come in. Dude. Well, you know, some communities, they have like a guard gate. Actually, Inspirada comes equipped with military helicopters that do surveillance on the neighborhood. I need to have like a button that just sets off an explosion behind me. It's a really good vantage point to see some of what's going on just north of this neighborhood. Just to give some kind of context of where we are too, if you went just a bit further north, the next major street would be Volunteer, and then you're right at the Raiders practice facility and headquarters for the Las Vegas Raiders, and 1 street off of that is St. Rose, which would be a major corridor for all of the commercial shops and dining, kind of where people are going to hang out, and that's going to continue to grow as well. Just basically east of us is the new West Henderson substation, police station, like around the corner from this neighborhood. So it's really nice to have that police substation and presence nearby. Just further north, they're building this huge factory, Haas Automation. You can look them up, but basically they make the machinery that helps to make machines. That's what I understand of it. It's gonna be this huge factory just north of us to produce all of that. If you were to go west from over here, just slightly north, but you have the M Resort. It's pretty much just desert at the moment, all the way up to that area. Jerry, when you're doing editing, show kind of the layout of what the plan is for West Henderson to become, because it all gets filled in. Now it's not gonna be built out exactly to a T the way they have it planned at the moment, but it gives you the idea of kind of what the vision is for the future and how this is gonna continue to get built out. We'll head over to the south side too and point out the fun stuff that's going on back down there, but there's so much development that's yet to be done, and West Henderson's just building out, and it's a focal point for the city of Henderson. I would envision all of this open land getting filled up and being very useful because they're viewing this as an important area of town. So if it's me purchasing in a neighborhood like this, if I have the opportunity to get one of these lots, it's gonna be more of a lot premium, but those larger lots quickly become like the most sought after homes in the neighborhood, because in Vegas especially, it's hard to find larger pieces of land when you're building. So to have that space to do a pool or whatever, you know, outdoor activities you wanna put in place there, it's a big plus. Okay, so to the southeast of us, basically, we have some of the town centers already built out, but there's still so much to come. So we have Distill, which is a bar right there. Then there's a senior apartments. Next to that, there's an open space where there's probably gonna be some additional apartments that are going up. And it'll all make sense in the end, but then there's some commercial buildings with, like, there's the Jack in the Box, there's a Marco's Pizza, there's a karate studio, 7-Eleven, and then across the street from all of that is gonna be a resort that's being built by Station Casinos. And that's why I'm saying it's all gonna make sense in the end, because we have this huge resort that's going up. There's about 50 acres that's behind us, so it might seem hard to see how much land is right there, but there's plenty of land. And think of it as this downtown kind of vibrant commercial and kind of hangout center. As we've talked about West Henderson continuing to build out, this is what I would envision would be the center that people kind of come to congregate at. And you want to be aware of that when you're purchasing a home. It's a large purchase, you want to know what you're buying into, and I want to make sure that you guys are informed about what it is that you're buying into when you're purchasing a home in this area. It's not fully developed, so if you don't have those insights about what's still to come, you might be building thinking, oh, like we're in like the middle of nowhere here and we're gonna have our RV garage and we're just gonna be kind of secluded from the rest of the world. But really all of this space is gonna be filled in and you're gonna be in this vibrant hustle and bustle area that's, you know, full of excitement. And if that's not what you're looking for, you know, this probably isn't the area for you to be building in. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like this plot of land right here, 16 acres, project name North Inspirada Multifamily. Adjacent to the Luca, there's gonna be some sort of multifamily, whether that's condos, apartments, townhomes, something. There's gonna be some sort of, you know, think town center, lively, like building up instead of out, upscale even. So it's not necessarily something detrimental. It's more you just need to be aware that it's not going to be like another single family neighborhood that's built right next to yours. It could be something like condos or apartments. Right behind us will be where the Inspirada Resort is, and just similar to Green Valley Ranch, which we've touched on in a previous video. There's, you know, multifamily homes and condos right next to Green Valley Ranch. It's been a thriving community and neighborhood that people look to move to for the last 20 years. And this is probably going to be similarly set up. So the last time we were previewing a community like this that was just in the process of getting started, I got some phone calls asking for some more specific details, which is awesome. You guys definitely feel free to take advantage of my knowledge so that when it comes to your specific situation, you're able to get some insights on how to best navigate for what you need. Okay, everyone, I took a look through one of the windows. Looks like the inside is definitely getting pretty close to being ready for the models to be debuted. So we will be back here filming the models once these are ready. In the meantime, if you have questions about moving to Inspirada, Henderson, or even just the greater Las Vegas area, definitely get in touch with me. Would love to see how I could help you out in making that transition possible. Thanks again for watching. Give us a like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you on the next one. Later.